The supernatural always intrigued Mira. She loved to read books about ghosts, witches, and everything dark and mysterious since she was a little girl. But her interest became an obsession when she found a strange book in an old bookstore. The book, called The Rituals of the Shadow Realm, explained how to do spells and incantations that would open a portal to the other side. Mira was doubtful at first, but as she read more of the book, she became sure that she could communicate with the spirits that were beyond. All the required ingredients, such as candles, incense, and a black obsidian stone, and made a temporary altar in her bedroom. When the clock hit midnight, she started to chant the incantation, her voice getting louder with every minute. All of a sudden, the room became cold, and a dark figure showed up in front of her. Myra's heart beat fast with excitement as she realized that she had contacted a spirit. The figure gestured to her, and Mira followed it into the darkness. Mira had no idea how long she had been in the Shadow Realm. But as she tried to find her way back to the portal, she noticed that something was off. The spirits around her had become hostile, their eyes shining with evil. Fear gripped Mira as she realized that she was stuck in the Shadow Realm. She ran through the darkness, her heart pounding with terror as she heard the spirits closing in around her. But just when she thought all was over, a voice called out to her. It was a voice she knew. It was her own voice, calling out from the other side of the portal. With a surge of adrenaline, Mira ran towards the voice, shoving past the spirits and jumping through the portal. She came out on the other side, panting for breath as she realized that she had barely escaped death. But as she looked around, she realized that something was wrong. The room was changed, her belongings were missing, and the air was heavy with a weird energy. Mira lurched towards the mirror, her heart hammering with fear as she saw her reflection. The face that looked back at her was not her own. It was the face of the dark figure that had lured her into the Shadow Realm. In horror, Mira realized that she had not escaped the Shadow Realm at all. She had become trapped there, her soul consumed by the spirits that had lured her in. And now, she was doomed to wander the darkness forevermore, a mere shadow of her former self. The Shadow Realm was a place shrouded in mystery, a dark and foreboding place that few had ever ventured into. Legend spoke of a place beyond the veil, where the spirits of the dead roamed free and the darkness was all-consuming. Mira had always been curious about the Shadow Realm, and her obsession had led her down a path that few would dare to tread. But as she had discovered, the realm was not something to be trifled with. The spirits that dwelled there were hungry and malevolent, and they would stop at nothing to claim the souls of the living. As she wandered through the darkness, Mira couldn't help but wonder how she had become trapped in this place. What had gone wrong with the ritual? Had she done something to anger the spirits? The questions swirled around in her mind, but she knew that there was no going back. She was stuck here, forever condemned to wander the Shadow Realm. As she continued on her journey, Mira began to notice something strange. The spirits around her seemed to be growing more restless, their eyes glowing with an intense hunger. It was as if they could sense something that was drawing them closer and closer to her. Mira knew that she had to be careful. She had to find a way out of this place before it was too late. But as she searched for a way out, she couldn't help but feel that she was being watched, that there was something lurking in the darkness just beyond her vision. Who or what was watching her? Why had she been targeted by the spirits of the Shadow Realm? And most importantly, would she ever be able to escape this place and return to the world of the living? Only time would tell. Deep breath. Okay, Mira, you can do this. You've faced your fair share of challenges in your life, but nothing quite like this. The Shadow Realm. The place that haunts your dreams, the place you've always been curious about, and now, the place you're trapped in. It's so dark here. And quiet. except for the whispers. The whispers of the spirits that surround you. You can feel their eyes on you, watching, waiting. And you can feel their hunger. They want something from you, Mira. Something you're not willing to give. You're so tired. Tired of wandering through this endless darkness, tired of being alone. You miss your family, your friends. You miss the sunshine, the fresh air. You miss life. You're scared, Mira. More scared than you've ever been before. You don't know how to get out of this place, how to escape the spirits that are hunting you. You don't even know how you got here in the first place. But you can't give up. You can't let the spirits win. You have to keep fighting, keep searching for a way out. You have to use your knowledge, your skills, your strength. You have to believe that you can make it out of this place alive. You take a deep breath, and you start to move forward, one step at a time. You can hear the whispers growing louder, feel the spirits drawing closer. But you keep going, keep pushing forward. You won't let them break you. You can do this, Mira. You can survive the shadow realm. You just have to keep fighting. Keep believing. And never give up hope. Mira cautiously approached a group of shadowy figures that were hovering in the distance. She had never seen anything like them before, and their appearance was both frightening and fascinating. "Hello?" Mira called out tentatively. "Can you hear me?" The figures slowly began to move towards her, their movements eerily fluid and graceful. "We can hear you, Mira," a voice echoed in her mind. "What do you want?" Mira was taken aback by the voice, which seemed to come from all around her. She realized that these creatures communicated telepathically, and she focused her thoughts on them. "I want to know where I am," she replied. "And how I can get out of here." The creatures hovered closer to her, their forms shifting and swirling in the darkness. "You are in the shadow realm," the voice said. "A place between worlds, where the spirits of the dead roam free. As for how to leave, that is up to you. You must find your own way out." Mira felt a surge of frustration. She had been hoping for a more concrete answer, something that would give her a clear path out of this place. "But how do I find my way out?" she asked. "There must be some way to escape." The creatures were silent for a moment, and Mira wondered if they had disappeared. But then the voice spoke again. "There is a way out, Mira," it said. "But it is not easy. You must face your deepest fears, confront the shadows within yourself. Only then can you find the path that will lead you back to the world of the living." Mira was both frightened and intrigued by the idea. She knew that she had been running from her own fears for too long, and perhaps this was the push she needed to face them head-on. "Okay," she said, steeling herself. "I'm ready to face my fears. What do I need to do?" The creatures hovered around her, their forms coalescing into a mist that surrounded her. And then, in a single voice, they spoke. "Follow the shadows, Mira. And they will lead you home."